Jeremy Robinson, aka JR, published a post on his Instagram page. The post reads: So many questions, so many assumptions. I want to answer all that I can with respect. Yes, Tamar and I are no longer together. I ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy and being a better person. What happened and why, that's our private place. No, I never cheated. No, I wasn't there when she was at her mother's place when her car was burglared. No, I never cared about fame. Who reveals the most embarrassing moments in their life to find fame? I have always represented famous people, and the truth is, I was in an amazing place financially and mentally. I turned down Queen's Court several times before I gave in. Ultimately, I fell in love and it did not end how I wanted. So, I want to heal. Tamar and I will always be friends and family for life. Thank you for respecting our privacy. Whew, there's a lot to unpack here. All right. So what we're going to do here is we are going to take every single sentence one by one and we're going to comment on them. All right, let's start. Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe so you never miss any news in pop culture. So first of all, he wants us to know he ended the relationship. He felt the need to announce this publicly so that we all know that he, JR, broke up with Tamar. Why? He could have said Tamar and I are no longer together. But emphasizing that he broke up with her, what is he trying to tell us? That she is that bad of a person? Is that because he's seeking power? Is it because he wants to, appear as the person that suffered from the relationship? And even then, why would you want to paint yourself as the victim, as the person that suffered from the relationship? And Tamar didn't break up with him. Didn't mean that she was happy in the relationship. Was JR that perfect that she had nothing to complain about? And then JR mentions that he wanted to focus on getting back to positive energy and being a better person. This one rubs us the wrong way so badly. So, is he saying that Tamar is a bad influence for him? Indirectly, is he saying that Tamar brings him no peace? Is he saying that Tamar is toxic and problematic? Is he saying that Tamar brings the worst out of him, so much so that he needs to heal and get back to who he was before Tamar and seek positive energy? So he goes on and says, all right, so he doesn't want to go into the detail of what happened, which is fair. He mentions that he never cheated, and Tamar has suffered enough. She went from her first marriage, actually, is it her first marriage or her second marriage? Well, her most known marriage with Vince, I think his name was. She went from that relationship to dating this Nigerian guy who really did the same thing. He got with Tamar for fame. As soon as he got the fame, he just dumped her like a piece of bread. And Tamar goes on to the Queen's Court, which is a reality TV show. I believe the show was taped in 2019, so that's where they met. Tamar meets this gorgeous human being, JR, so she thought. This guy says he was in love with her and even proposed to her. He could have left the show without proposing and just being girlfriend boyfriend. But he left the show proposing to Tamar. So obviously Tamar thought, oh snap, like I landed a good guy here. His name is JR. I like him. He's handsome. He's a lawyer. Different from what I'm used to. And 2023, fast forward, what, like 3 years later? Wait, 2019, 2023, it's more than that. Anyways, you get the idea. That's 4 years later, right? Okay. So 4 years later, JR breaks up with her and he publishes this announcement telling everybody that he, JR, is the one that broke up with Tamar. JR touches on the burglary. So if you have been watching or being on social media, you know Tamar got robbed. So JR addresses the burglary, and to that he says, no, I wasn't there when she was at her mother's place when her car was burglarized. When Tamar was robbed, the first thing that came to our mind was, where is JR to defend her? And the other thing we thought about was the thieves seem to have found so many gems in Tamar's car. And so we were wondering, why does she have so many things in her car? Was she living in her car? Was she homeless? Do you know? And worse than this, we saw the burglary because Tamar, had camera, and there were camera in the space, so she was able to see who robbed her and all that stuff. All this happened in Atlanta. Everybody's talking about Atlanta not being a safe place to live, and seriously, it's really that bad. Just thieves, please get a job, and your job is not to rob people. Really, get an actual decent job, because everybody's sweating for the money. You should do the same. You can't just wait for somebody to go get their own money for you to come and take it from them. That's just, it's not cool. Not cool. Anyways, this is not the YouTube channel for that, but let's carry on. So Tamar gets robbed. JR wasn't there with her. And get this, because we found out this yesterday, right? Tamar posted something, and the post reads, I have a quick testimony. Imagine your home being robbed, moving to a new city, trying to find your new tribe, never finding where you fit in, and then finally settling in with at least one person you trust, to getting your car robbed and vandalized, then broken up with from the person you love and feel safe with, all in the same hour. What are you doing, God? It's too much. It's not. That's a lie. Let me tell y'all something. He's changing your situation, changing your environment, changing everything so that he can finish something in you that he started. Trust in him, trust the process. God got you. Be encouraged. Never give up. It's all right. It's all right around the corner. If he doesn't change your situation, change will never come. Then Tamar says again, I was only telling you about my situation so you can reflect on your own situation. Nothing happened to me. It happened for me. I am no victim. I am a survivor who is in rehearsal for my very own tour, what's almost 100% sold out. I'll take it, God end. All right, so there's so many things in that statement. So Tamar got robbed. And then hours following the robbery, JR dumps her. Who does that? Who freaking does that? At least give her a few days to recover from the trauma of being robbed and then break up with her then. Why add up to her problems hours following a major robbery? Tamar said she was not going to comment on the breakup. She's trying not to talk too much. But if she is talking, because this is like, Tamar has said a lot. After the breakup, she did make a statement with the press because she's on tour right now. So obviously the press is catching her here and there and, asking her questions left and right. So she's answering it to the best, to the best of her ability. But Tamar says she's not going to go too much into details, but she is going into details because she's giving away so much, and we're finally getting inside what really went down in that relationship. We thought it was all goody goody, but it wasn't all that good. She was just holding on to this guy because, well, we don't know what Tamar's financial situation is, but you know, we don't think she's doing that great financially. So maybe she was holding on to this guy, to be able to get by, relaunch her music career. And so, do we believe JR got down with Tamar for fame? Yes, we do. JR was just another lawyer in Atlanta before he met Tamar. Tamar being Tamar, even if Tamar ain't got any money left, Tamar is still Tamar, and she's famous and she's fabulous. And this guy knew he could use her, and that's what he did. Today we know that JR, the lawyer from Atlanta, who dated Tamar Braxton. We didn't know him before. Yes, he may have represented famous guys, famous clients, blah, blah, blah. We didn't care about you until you started hanging out with Tamar. So yeah, JR, if you're watching this, yes, you did get with Tamar for fame. Can't deny that. Did JR get with Tamar for money? Nope. Tamar ain't got it like that no more. This guy, so we checked, and JR's birthday is August 21st. If our research is accurate, he's a Leo. And boy, oh boy, you could tell by the way he drafted this public announcement that this guy wants to come on top as a superior human being, outstanding, good guy, fabulous, eligible new bachelor. So JR said that he turned down Queen's Court 3 times. 3 freaking times this guy turned it down. And all of a sudden, he accepts, he gives in and meets Tamar. Why? Why then? Why? So when he said that, he turned down QC 3 times, Holly Britt entered the chat. So Holly Britt says, peacefully she goes, wishing you both well, not sure about turning down QC 3 times. Think emoji. You were one of the most prepared and camera ready kings of them all. Wink emoji. Good luck to you. Crown emoji. So Holly Britt is exactly saying what we think JR, did or was doing. Holly Britt is confirming JR got with Tamar for fame because he was always ready to be well portrayed, to look good on camera. And why would you give in after 3 times? There must have been something in there for you. Because if you're making that much money with your legal practice, why would you be on a reality TV show for? You could have slid in Tamar Braxton's DM and met her privately. Why didn't she do that? Why didn't J.R. Robinson do that? Thank God Holly called him out. Such a liar. J.R. replied to Holly Britt. Listen to what he said. Holly Britt, my intentions and gratitude was always pure. My preparedness is because of my career. I'm sure the many conversations I had with the casting manager are not something you would have been aware of. Either way, thank you and your husband for being the example of what we all strive for. Best of luck on this new season. So towards the end of his statement, he's painting himself as somebody who has suffered in the relationship, somebody who's going through something because of the relationship that he was in. So he said, I fell in love and it did not end how I wanted it. How did you want it to be? Being in a relationship is not a walk in the park. Some people have it easy, but most people don't. So you have to tough it out. And he says, I want to heal. You want to heal from what? What did Tamar do to you? Did she, I don't know, were you fighting in that relationship? Did she harass you? Did she make you feel lesser than a man? What did she do? We want to know. JR also mentions that we don't know why people always make those statements. We will always be friends. You will always be in my life. You are family from now on. Even though we're no longer together, you could always rely on me. No, you can't. You ain't together unless you have kids together. You ain't friends. There's no reason to stay connected. There's no reason to remain friends. And even if you did remain friends, it's not genuine. It's really not genuine. And I hope Tamar cuts this guy out of her life. It's not healthy. Not healthy at all. This will turn out bad. This breakup right here, it sounded like, we're civil. Ooh. Tamar saying, I don't want to talk too much, but yeah, she's still talking. JR, puts out things, yet he still provides replies to people. And if you see here, he came off again, saying he was grateful for the opportunity. His intentions were pure again, painting himself as a good guy. And then towards the end, he says, he gives Holly a pat in the back, saying, thanks for being a great example. What, every couple should strive for, because Holly and her husband have been together for a very long time, through thick and thin, actually. So, man, if you don't like JR, the liar, sorry, women, JR, the liar, same difference, then you should love him just based off this statement, because he knows how to express himself. He knows how to get out of pickles. Tamar was blindsided and is hurt. Still hurting.
I've done a lot to work on my mental health and change who I used to be into who I am now. And I can't help if people fall into that perception, because it's easy. And I get it, But I won't let anybody hold me captive to my past and things that I have overcome. I today am mentally healthy and I'm happy. I'm hurt, but such is life. I'm surprised, but okay. But I just want everybody to know that the devil is a dirty liar, and I've worked my entire behind off. I funded this entire tour. Live Nation gave me an opportunity. I am not going to let the devil or anyone, I don't care what they say, what they put out, the battle is not mine. And I'm not even going to address or talk about or fall into the traps of the devil, because I live by the word. And so that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm being obedient and I'm going on tour and I'm going to have a blast. And we are going to sell out all of these dates for all of these amazing, beautiful.
She didn't want the relationship to end. We think she was comfortable in it. There might have been some issues within the relationship, but we don't think she thought it was a big deal for her. Maybe he or JR never really brought those things up, so she thought, well, we're cool, But in this case, they weren't cool. JR didn't like it. He needed out. He needed that bad energy out. Yeah, so what else do we have to say? Oh, there's so many things that we wanted to say about this situation. It's overall, it's just sad. Sad because Tamar used to be so much up, but now we don't know what happened to Tamar. Ever since Tamar divorced Vince, and we don't know what happened there. And ever since the divorce, she just went downhill, dating all these rags. And they're treating her like a piece of bread, really. you know? And she always trusts these guys to rise to the occasion. She goes black and they treat him badly. She goes white and same difference, you know? Where's she gonna go next? Is she gonna go Asian? Maybe that will work out. Overall, Tamar really cared about JR. She thought she was going to last with this dude. She even went all out. Oh yeah, remember how she was hosting Dish Nation and she was mentioning to her co-hosts what she did for JR's birthday? Tamar actually bought billboards for JR all across the US, not in every single state. What she explained was that she bought the billboards in cities that JR and his firm had business in.
Yes. It was also his law group too. Like what everybody doesn't know is that his law group is like going nationwide now. So I did it in like the cities that's on his list. So his first city is DC and that'll be open like October. Right. And then the next one is New York. So all the cities that he wanted on his list, I got billboards for.
That's what she offered JR for his birthday. So after, and this JR's birthday was in August 21st, if we're not mistaken. So imagine after broke Tamar managed to spend all her last coins on buying this billboard for this guy that she thought she's gonna end up with for the rest of her life. A few weeks later, JR breaks up with her. If this is not cruel, we don't know what this is. What do you think about Tamar and JR Robinson's breakup? Comment below. As always, we love you for watching and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.